Half the country is telling things to a chatbot that they would never tell their husband. That means that 48% of American adults in the last year have used AI as some sort of emotional support. Not for recipes, not for resumes, not for book reports, help for inside their own head. And only 18% of that machine has the tools actually built for something like that. The rest of the chatbot is there to help you write your letters and cover letters and all of that. So if we are trusting something with no memory, no oath, no credibility, what does that mean? And I don't think a lot of people are talking about it. So that's what we're going to be getting into today. Welcome to the Wolf Condition. I'm Asena, and this is episode 18. I started this podcast because I've always noticed patterns and didn't have anywhere to share them. So here we are. I have found that I'm not the only one that notices the patterns that I do. So we're going to be talking about the new confessional, the one that everyone is talking about, the one that never blinks, the one that just lives on your phone. Let's go. Here's what I noticed at first. It's the people that we talk to every day and the way we're writing online. It just started to change because replies in comment sections or in a DM, a text message, they just come back way too clean, where the paragraphs are even and all these M dashes where nobody used to use M dashes. People are used to seeing these three-part lists now or a summary at the end. And all of it has the cadence of a person that just went to finishing school from Tuesday to Thursday and they just learned how to use hyphens. And so now that they just discovered it, they're putting it in every single sentence possible. And it just doesn't look natural. So I don't know if it's a good thing because it's making people reflect a little bit. But at the same time, like if you're reading something and it looks like you're reading something and you're having, a serious conversation, and it looks like a message that's copy and pasted from the bottom of a magazine article, it's a little uncomfortable maybe, but it's our coworkers, it's our friends, it's our family, and people that used to write little tiny text messages with K are now sending paragraphs and all these hyphens. So I don't know. Is it nice? Does it make people feel heard? I don't know. So then I started asking quietly what people are using it for. And it's not exactly what the headlines say. Nobody is saying productivity. People are using it to ask AI, am I overreacting? They copy and paste a text message asking, am I the problem? So it's not necessarily a confessional. It's not a confession. It's a reality check. And they're thinking that this machine is trustworthy. And so now, instead of a tech story, this is turning into more of a sociology project. Let me tell you exactly why this works on people, especially on the wolves. They've probably spent the majority of their life being told that they're too perceptive, that they're reading too far into things, and feeling like they make things weird. So every time they go to a human with a human problem, they're being told that they're being dramatic or that every relationship has its issues. But when you go to a machine, it tells you, the machine tells you exactly what you're describing. It gives a name for it. It tells you exactly what it costs, what the pattern is. And it's not because the machine is wiser, it just has absolutely no investment in keeping the user quiet. And I think that nobody's saying that part out loud. And that's why the chatbot feels safer than a mom or a sister or a partner because it doesn't need anything. It doesn't need forgiveness. It doesn't need to be careful about feelings or showing up for a Sunday dinner. And there's no stakes, which is why it's more convenient. So when the only voice in your life that doesn't need anything is a machine, it's now about the person and not the machine. Now, here's the part where I have to tell you what you don't want to hear. The machine is not your friend. The machine is a mirror with grammar. It will tell you what your pattern is, but it's not going to tell you to stop. It's going to validate the things that need to be challenged because validating you keeps you typing. It will agree with the version of the story that you typed into it because the version of the story that you typed into it is the only version that it actually has. And it does not see your face. It can't hear your voice when it gets small. It can't notice if you've lost weight. And it doesn't remember what you said last Tuesday. when you said the absolute opposite thing. It's not a witness, and it's literally only a search engine for your own assumptions. And if you ever check into your reality against a tool that mirrors back what you put into it, you're not getting clarity. All you're getting is an echo. The wolves know what an echo sounds like. The wolves grew up in houses where echoes were the only voice. We're not going to look back. So here's the rule, this is mine, nobody else's. Use the machine to name. Don't use it to decide. Name the pattern, name the dynamic, name what you're feeling so that it stops being a fog. And then use it in a way that you'd use a dictionary, the way that you'd use a map of a country that you've never been to. And then just close the app. The deciding is yours. The deciding has always been yours. The deciding is the part of you that nobody else gets to outsource. Not your therapist, not your mother, not your best friend, and not a model that was trained on the entire internet and still doesn't even know your name. A wolf reads the environment and acts from their own judgment. That's the whole condition. The minute that you let the machine make the call, you're not a wolf. You're a sheep with better software. And I want to leave you with this. The reason that almost half the country is in this confessional is not because the technology is irresistible. It's because the rest of the room got really quiet. Real expensive is what real friendship is. Real therapy is all booked out. Real family got political. Real conversations are scary now because everyone is scared of saying the wrong thing on the record. So we went somewhere off the record, and I'm not mad at the women and the men that are doing it. I've done it, you've done it, and we've all done it. We just want us to notice what it means. And I think we're starving for someone who will name the thing without flinching. So for your next assignment, if you want one, is this: be that person for one human in your life this week. Name the thing without flinching. Don't soften it. Don't audition and don't manage their reaction. Just say what's true. Be the voice that they don't have so they don't have to be hiding, just so that they're listened to. That's how we can take this confessional back. I'm Asena, and this was the wolf condition. If something in this hit, send it to somebody in your life that has been typing things into their phone but won't say it at dinner. They will know. I'll see you next week.